भगवान ने धर्मा सुधा विपत्तये त्वमेव धर्मा श्रद्धा दुधाधिपतये तत्रे सविता त्वय्येव त्वय्येव लोके अवसिताश्च श्रीपदे ब्राह्मणा सप्तदते दुःखवतः त्वमेव धर्मा दुराविपत्तये दर्शेन सूत्रेण ससरदितापदम् त्वयैव लोके वसिताश्च श्रीपदे यन् ब्राह्मणा श्रद्धदते धृतव्रता त्वमेव धर्मा तदुराविपत्तये दर्शेन सूत्रेण ससरदितापदम् त्वयैव लोके वसिताश्च श्रीपदे यन् ब्राह्मणा श्रद्धदते धृतव्रता त्वां your Lord says, Eva suddenly dharma artha dugha benefit derived from religion and economic development. Avipattaye of their protection. Dakshina Vaidachya. Sutrena making him the cause. Sasarjita created. Adhoram sacrifices. Toya by you. Eva suddenly. Loke in this world. Avasita regulated. Sa and Setava respect for Varnashram institution. Yan with Brahmana, the Brahmanas, Shraddha Dhate respect very much. Sabrata, taking it as a translation and purport by His Divine Grace of Charanaravindotti Ramaswamy Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. My dear Lord, your Lordship has introduced this system of sacrifices through the agency of Daksha, and thus one may derive the benefits of religious activities and economic development. Under your regulative principles, the institution of the four Varnas and ashramas is respected. The Brahmanas therefore vow to follow this system strictly. The Vedic system of Varna and Ashrama is never to be neglected, for these divisions are created by the Supreme Lord Himself for the upkeep of social and religious order in human society. The Brahmanas, as the intelligence of man in society, must bow to study, respect this regulative principle. The tendency in this age of Kali to make a classless society and not observe the principles of Varna and Ashram is a manifestation of an impossible dream. Destruction of the social and spiritual orders will not bring fulfillment of the idea of a classless society. One should strictly observe the principles of Varna and Asana for the satisfaction of the Creator. For it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna that the four orders of the social system, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, are his creation. They should act according to the regulative principles of this institution and satisfy the Lord. Just as different parts of the body all engage in the service of the whole. The whole is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in His Virat Rupa or universal form. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras are respectively the mouth, arms, abdomen, and legs of the universal form of the Lord. As long as they are engaged in the service of the complete whole, their position is secure, otherwise they fall down from their respective positions and become depleted. Om Jnana तस्मै श्री गुरु नमः जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री भक्त जय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे ब्रह्मा जी pray to the Lord Shiva. Brahma is low, other of the Lord Shiva. We are talking about the Lord Shiva introduced the sacrifice. Yajna vai sa Vishnu. Yajna should be for the living to the Lord Vishnu. Vishnu, that is a real real sacrifice. If we are not sacrificed for the Lord, and that whatever sacrifice you bring, all go to the other place and not go to the Lord and not to getting the real happiness. So through the agency of Daksha one of the Prajapati, and he is supposed to do the performance for the being, be good for every living creature, not only for human beings. All living entities also created by the Lord. That's why for all benefit. Daksha also going to do so that. But his enviness towards the Lord Shiva, the whole thing is spoiled. That we have to be careful. Yeah? Mhm. And this sacrifices system is for the religious activities and for the economic development and regulatory principles and institution of the four Varnas and asana. Do you know that four Varna and asana? Four Varna in Brahman, Vaishya, Vaishya, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Four classes, four Varnas. And ashrama, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and sannyas. I have to follow the strictly those rules and regulations. If not doing so, if not doing so, what will happen? Everything is going to be degraded. So that is the last of the age of Kali. The classless society, they are this invoked like that. Oh, have to, but never sound like seem like that. Yes, never, no, never. So even though there is big fight, big uh, political changes, economical plan changes, still class is there. You know, rich class, middle class, and poor class. Yeah, classes is there. Working class and like the higher class like the like scientists, there are educated class and non-educated class and the middle class, some educated, some not mixing like that. So there is no possibility without Varna. That means if scientists are, you may say the like Brahmana class, they have to sacrifice lots of things, yeah, for the for getting something, advance something. They have to put their energy, their mind, their whole energy towards this whole thing. Have to consult it very nicely, and then they can make something together. Same thing, and other classes, working classes like armies and police officer and other administration. There's like Kshatriya, right? Let's protect the nation. And grows the crops and food grains, all these things, vegetables. They are in the basic class. They are growing something. Yeah, Sudra class is the servicing, like here and there working, cleaning, with lots of motels and restaurants and other things. No? They are cooking everything. That's it, the Sudra class. That is class is there. Never the classless society. We cannot think like that. We thinking like that, that's all the foolishness. It never will be happen. That's a better to what is the better suggestion given by the Shastras here. One have to should act according to the regulatory principle of the institution and satisfy the law. Just that's a different parts of the body engage in the service of the whole. Same thing. All those varna and asrama should be please the law, and then complete society will go and peaceful society will start. If not doing so, and if will not obey the uh, regulatory principles just established by the law, they will be regret. So this is the one thing. Swam karmanam mangalamangalanam Aratu sulokam tanuse suparam va amangalanam tatamisram ulvanam vipraryah kena tad eva kasyachit. O most auspicious Lord, you have ordained the heavenly planets, the spiritual Vaikuntha planets, and the impersonal Brahman here as the respective destinations of the performers of auspicious activities. Similarly, for others who are miscreants, you have destined, what is it, destined, destined, no? Different kinds of hells, which are horrible and ghastly. Yet sometimes it is found that there Destinations are just the opposite. It is very difficult to ascertain the cause of this. The supreme personality of Godhead is all the supreme will. It is by the supreme will that everything is happening. It is said, therefore, that not a blade of grass move without the supreme will. Generally, it is prescribed that performers of pious activities are promoted to the higher planetary system. Devotees are promoted to the Vaikuntha spiritual world, and impersonal speculators are promoted to the impersonal Brahman effulgence. But it sometimes so happens that a miscreant like Ajamil is immediately promoted to the Vaikuntha simply by chanting the name of Narayana. Although when Ajamila uttered this vibration, he intended to call his son Narayana. Lord Narayana took it seriously and immediately gave him promotion to Vaikuntha Loka despite his background, which was full of sinful activities. Similarly, King Daksha was always engaged in the pious activities of performing the sacrifices, eggs simply because of getting a little misunderstanding with Lord Shiva. He has severely taken to task. The conclusion, therefore, is that the Supreme will is ultimate judgment. No one can argue upon this. Pure devotee, therefore, submits in all circumstances to the supreme will of the Lord, accepting it as all assured. Tenukamba susamichamano Bunjana eva pitambhita Hridbhag Padasada Bhagavatam 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse number 8. Purport. The purport of this verse is that when a devotee is in a calamitous condition, he takes it as a benediction of the Supreme Lord and takes responsibility himself for his past deeds. In such a condition, he offers still more devotional service and is not disturbed. One who lives in such a disposition of mind, engaged in devotional service, is the most eligible candidate for promotion to the spiritual world. In other words, such a devotee claim for promotion to the spiritual world is assured in all circumstances. We are Brahma saying to the Lord Shiva, you are the most auspicious, but Daksha giving the that energy. Shiva is the auspicious, but not that is not real. Brahmaji is into the Lord. We are doing the auspicious activities and religious activities, and they will get the gradually they can develop their consciousness and they revive their spiritual uh, connection with the Lord. And then after what will happen? Gradually they progress their spiritual life and go to the planet and other. But miscreants, so many miscreants nowadays. Huh? Miscreants, so many miscreants. And destination is the hell, horrible and ghastly. And everything moving here with the supreme will. Sure. That's why we have to think that whatever the come up to our life that we did miscreant in the previous life. That's why it happened in life. Yes. Uh, what is that? You are talking about the Ajamila. Very nice Brahmana, very educated, and he's very learned personality and very brilliant, and his bodily effulgence also like very effulgence, like yeah, like the sun and Brahmatej, the boy Brahmana, and after reading the all Vedic scripture, all these, and his effulgence come outside. I'm very honest, and he is a very um, knowledgeable. Still, what happened? Once he went to the forest to collect some flowers, and what happened? He saw some of the people, like drunkard people and prostitutes, they are just dancing and with a song, everything. And he saw that, and by seeing that and hearing those things, hiding on the tree and just looking over there. And all of a sudden, one of that fellow just called the Brahmin, hey, why you are just hiding over there? Please come, let's enjoy, come. And then one of the friends just come to him and grab him and just invite him into the dance. And then after what is they did for the Brahmana, Azam, and oh, we have wonderful juice for you, especially for you. This is very nice. And then Brahmana refused. Oh, I don't want to take alcohol. I don't want to be intoxicated. No. What they are saying? Oh no, this is not intoxication. This is a very nice thing. Please have it. Nice juice. But actually, that was alcohol. And he drank that. And after that, he gave everything he did. Finish his brahmacharya. With hearing sound vibration from that types of position. No? You still see how abominable working doing by somebody if who took the uh, shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord Narayana and immediately sadhu evasya mantabhyam, and he became a like sadhu, then direct sensitive personality. Because we can see here and that Ajamila give one of his youngest son name is Narayana. Just citing that name and taking that name, he got the liberation. Immediately promoted to the spiritual plan. Sometimes it will happen, not all the time. It's an optional case. So sound vibration of Narayana. Narayana thinking just, oh, he uttered my name. So I have to protect him. And Narayana take it very seriously and immediately send his Vishnu Dutas. And they are not taking him. And still he got the chance and he went to Haridwar and performed his rest of the life with devotion to the Lord. Where they spend like that. So a little misunderstanding by the structure and also he got this weird. Still he is doing very nice work. He is the Prajapati, he is the leader of the society. He had one book, one rules and regulation for the human society. Hmm? So much powerful, but small mistake. He he got chop his head because that enviness and hypocrite. Like same as Ganesh. Ganesh also by the come to the top of and when Lord Shiva also come in front of him and disrespect the demigod. Ganapati, Indra and Chandra, Aruna, Varuna, and beat them very ghastly. And later on, they all went to the Lord Shiva. Prabhu, just protect us. Ganapati just pick us. And then Shivaji also come. And then a boy come to the egoist of Ganapati, Ganesh. And Lord Shiva also chopped head and later on joined the another head. Lord Shiva was so powerful. No need to scientific. Nowadays they cannot join the head, chopping head and uh, join other. Lord Shiva just join the gold head. Gold head. They also facing in the back side like that. What is that? See, thinking like that. What type of living entity created here by Lord Shiva? So, and whatever the calamity come upon us, what we have to do. Brahma saying in the prayer, Satenupa, Samichama, Jnana Evatma Pitambiram, whatever the condition in present we are getting that suffering and pain and everything, then especially the calamity come up to upon us, that all we missed it in the previous life. Time immemorial, how many times we spend our life, we don't know. That's it. Vijnana ये बात में कोई भी पास had to tolerate already that mistake. Rit bat bap rit means like a heart, nani. We have to sacrifice things for the Lord, please to the Lord. And then that has devotee standing for the liberation, for the Jiveta Yogi Padre Sarva. And he is the caring and he is the righteous person for the spiritual. And he can devotee can propose to the so, this is the most this is after the calamity come on us have to otherwise no. So नवैशतं तु चरणार्पितात्मनां भूतेषु सर्वेषु अभिपश्यतां तव भूतानि चात्मन्यर्पितादृत्यमक्षताम् प्रायेण रुषो अभिभवे पशुम्. My dear Lord, devotee who have fully dedicated their lives unto your lotus feet certainly observe your presence as Paramatma in each and every way. And as such, they do not differentiate between one living being and another. But the person treat all living entities equally. They never become overwhelmed by anger like animals who can see nothing without differentiation. When the Supreme Personality of God becomes angry or kills demons, materially this may appear unfavorable, but spiritually it is a blissful blessing upon him. Therefore, pure devotee do not make any distinction between the Lord's anger and his blessing. They see both with reference to the Lord's behavior with their with others and themselves. A devotee does not find fault with the behavior of the Lord in any circumstances. Greatest thing is this one. Oh. That means whatever the Lord done by the Lord, that's a good for the people in general. Even though killing the demons and others, we don't know why he's doing so because we have certain knowledge, certain capacities like that. Lord is omniscience, omnipotent, and omniscience, omnipotent, and three things. He's Sarvagya. We know everything. What I have to do, we know as very nicely. So this is the thing. Who have fully dedicated their life towards the Lord's lotus feet, they are not distinguished between the good and bad or all the things done by the Lord. They are nothing like that. Everything is just for the Lord's will. Without Lord's will, our blood of the grass is not moving. That means everything there is curse. So that means we don't have to do the abominable work and whatever we like, we are just following that. And that is also Lord will. We can't say that because we have to use our mind. Lord gave us the Guru and Shastra. That's what we have to follow. Guru, whatever the instructions by the spiritual master, and then whatever the Shastra, our Veda, Puranas, and the Upanishad, what they are saying, and we have to strictly follow that. That means no, we are not free. We have tiny freedom, but not we are completely free. We have to serve the supreme whole Lord, and then we will get the peacefully. Here, this is join this one because cutting the chopping the head of the Daksha Prajapati also for blessing for him because his ego is going high. Now he's going to come to the level. So done by the Lord Shiva, also good for Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. Srila